Hello everybody, it's June, your Tarot Queen. Go Bills! So if you know anybody who's a Bills fan, you'd let them know that I support them wholeheartedly. It's getting close to draft day, I can't wait. Anyway, I want to try something new today. I am going to, we talked about, a few days ago, I talked about, well, it's been months ago now, I talked about different forms of divination. And here I have a pendulum, and we do sell these. This is a sunstone, which is about opportunities. So, which is like the sun card in the tarot deck. And it has a little ball on the end. It's crystal quartz. I usually, when I'm using a pendulum, I like to keep it steady. See what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I'll even put my arm down to make sure that it's steady and not moving. And they say you're supposed to be polite to a pendulum, like you're supposed to ask it to show you no, show you yes. If you can ask the question. So we're not using the pendulum as far as that goes. I am going to use the pendulum in conjunction with heaven and earth. Get it? Heaven, earth, So I'm going to be using it in conjunction with. So what I'm going to do, and before I even get started with this, I am going to say, if you like and subscribe to my channel, I will be putting your name in a hat. However, sometimes I don't know who my subscribers are. So if you'll leave a comment, done, heart, whatever, I will write your name and put it into a bowl. I will have a little piece of paper. I haven't started it yet, but I do have some that will be in the bowl, I'm sure, tomorrow or when this airs. Not tomorrow, but when this airs, I will have some in the bowl, and I will show you guys that I've written the names down, and they will be folded up and put into a clear bowl. So I'm excited about that. So you guys, not only am I asking you to like and subscribe and to share, but I'm also asking you to comment. Why not? And if you don't like it, that's cool. You can say, hey, I don't like it. Doesn't mean that you won't have a chance to win. So, and it's a beautiful quilt. I will leave the link of Eleanor's quilting page, or YouTube channel, so that you can see the progress with it and see what it looks like, and see what a lovely, talented individual she is, but also see the quilt that you could possibly win. Gotta have Sunkissed. Just gotta have it. Anyway, I spilled some on my leg. So, go Bills. But again, like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps me tremendously. So now that was an orb, if I've ever seen one. So anyways, we're gonna try this with a pendulum and tarot cards. And I've seen this done before, and I thought it was kind of a unique way of picking the cards for an individual. So I'm going to try it. This is not my ideal. I did not come up with it. Someone else did, and they used oracle cards. However, I'm going to use it. I don't think they have a patent on it or anything, but I'm going to use it. And again, like and subscribe, guys. That's the only way you'll win this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful quilt. I mean, it is absolutely stunning, even so far. And I don't know that she's done with it, but I know that it is absolutely beautiful. She's shown a layout of it and how beautiful it is. And somebody's agreeing with me. They just went around my head. Woo! So we got some energy in here. So I like it. I like it. The energy is popping. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and think of, you know, ask universe to send someone a message. Like I said, we're going to use the pendulum. So I'm going to move the pendulum over here a little bit. And we're going to use the pendulum to kind of see which cards to pull instead of my normal way. Okay, well, this one has to come out. Just because I can get it up, but I just feel like it had to come out. Is this for the same person, or is this for us? Or maybe it just wanted to make sure that I got that card. I don't know. And this deck is kind of a harder deck to go with, you know, because they're very thick. Not as limber as other decks that I tend to use. We're getting there. Okay, universe. What's out here? And we are going to use the pendulum in unison to help me pick the cards, so you don't have to throw them out here. Okay, so this one we know, so I'm going to set it aside. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but I'm kind of spreading them out a little bit. Normally I do this when I'm reading. I'll spread them out. I'll have the person shuffle and I'll spread them out, or if they're on the phone, I'll shuffle until they tell me to stop. And then I kind of spread them out and see if they feel anything or I feel anything. And I usually do this mostly so that I make sure I've said everything I'm supposed to have said to someone. So, but today we are going to use the pendulum. I better put my glasses on so I can see where it's pointing. So I'm gonna hold it by the ball this time. Like I said the other day or earlier in the video, that I hold it like this normally, so I get a steady hand. But I'm gonna ask universe and the pendulum to please show me the cards it wants me to pull. I'm just gonna let it swing. Might be a long process. I don't know if you guys see the, ooh, I just saw an orb run around. If you guys see where the glare is on it. Okay, I believe it is this one. Right here. So I'm gonna go in a circle this time. You can also increase and decrease the positive energy in your water, your soda, whatever else with the pendulum. I'll show that next time. Where you at? What you doing? Okay, I think it's showing me, yeah, it's showing me this one. And it also showed me this one. So I'm gonna put it down, straighten them back up a little bit, maybe do another shuffle and see if that's all universe has to say to this person. And you can actually taste a difference. We did well, I'll talk about that in the next video, because I mean, it's pretty cool. Ooh, did you see that? Maybe I just need to take 4 cards out. Who knew? So we're going to spread them out again and see if universe has anything else it wants to say to anyone. And do you see how these are popping up? That's my clue that universe has something to say. Let's see if the pendulum picks up on it as well. So we're just gonna let it go crazy here and let it pick up. That's odd. It's moving on its own straight up and down. Which one is it telling me to grab here? This one. Wow, that was kind of crazy. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you want to say to any individual out there along with those cards? I'm going to kind of move my hand around, like just over. Because if you're standing in one spot, it's probably going to pick that one spot. I believe this is it. Show me, no. Show me no, pendulum. Ooh. Show me no. Well, I gotta put you like this for you to show me no. Show me no. That's no. Okay, stop. Stop. Show me yes. Yes, it's going this way. Okay, stop. Thank you. I want to make sure I'm being steady. Is that all you have to say to this individual I'm doing a reading for who may happen on my channel? That would be a yes. Okay, there we go. I will hang it back into its little holder. I have a lot of pendulums, as you see. Not as many as I do cards, but I also sell pendulums. I also sell cards, but I don't have any for sale right now. So, let's see what universe has to say to this person, eh? Okay. Right off the bat, this is the devil card. So they're either being lied to or being deceived in some way or being controlled in some way. I believe it's more being lied to and deceived. And this is a major arcana. So you need to open your eyes and pay attention to your surroundings and make sure that you are seeing what you're supposed to see. Or don't pay attention to words. Pay attention to actions. I get it. Oh, they hold the purse strings. If you don't do as I say, you don't get this. Or if you don't do as I want you to do, I will cut you off. You will not make any money. Well, money ain't everything, y'all. And don't let it control you. Money is a tool. You tell it what to do. So therefore, it's a servant. You're the master. You tell money what to do. Money doesn't tell you what to do. You don't work for money. Money works for you. Money is not a controller. Remember that. You are in control of money. And the major arcana, if somebody's holding the purse strings, you can make your own money somehow, some way. Be creative, make your own money. I'm doing all this extreme close-up stuff. Well, I feel like Wayne's World. Woo, woo. Anyway, and we have the Strength card. Upside down this time. Another major arcana card. And this tells me that you're tired. You're tired of people telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And if they don't, you're not going to get what you need. You're tired of it. So it's time to be strong. It's time to pull your big pants up and let's go. Let's rock. You know, you got to have a voice. And if they don't want to listen to reason, I'd stay away from them. I'd keep them at arm's length as much as I could. And I'd be looking for a way to make some money of my own, where I wouldn't have to depend on someone telling me that I have to do this, or I have to wear that, or I have to blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, no, not gonna do it. Not this time. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. We had her in yesterday's reading. She was straight up. This reading, she's kind of an immature person. So I want to say that your Gemini self, you know, you can't just not do it because you don't want to. You know, if they're asking you to take out the trash and you're living in their house, then take out the damn trash. You know, you can't just be stubborn and be a, you know, moody because you just don't feel like taking out the trash. Now, come on. Now, be reasonable. Is the person, and I do believe they are trying to control your move. You're not doing as they want you to do. You're not being the lawyer. You're not going to school for this, or you're not making the best grades, or whatever it is that they're trying to tell you you got to do, or we're not paying for stuff. So, you know, all you can do in that circumstance is get you a part-time job, mowing grass or babysitting or something, and get the stuff you want that way. But you got to keep your grades up. And you're living under somebody else's house. So you are kind of, you know, you have to do as they want. It's their house until you're old enough to get out on your own. And it's called respect. So I really feel like this is not the case here. I really feel like with that Devil card, it's they're trying to control you. If you don't want to be a doctor, you don't want to be a doctor. And you need to try to explain that the best way you know how. And if they don't want to pay for your college, you'll have to find a way to do it yourself. And you can. Trust me, you can. And then you have the Emperor. Also, a major arcana card. So this is talking about ruling with a fair hand. Now, Geminis, they don't like rules either. Either personality doesn't like them. But in this case, it looks like they're trying to be fair, or you're trying to be fair with them. You're trying to make every excuse that you can make for this individual that is trying to control your moves. And I think that, you know, it's time for you to look at them for who they are, and they're not showing your best interest. You know what your best interest is, and you need to be fair to yourself too, not just them. And the last card is you don't need to rest. You need to get up, get strong, like you had that Strength card, and you're tired, and I know you're tired, and this is about rest, but it's upside down, so therefore you need to stand up. You need to figure out a way to make them not control you, or let them think they're controlling you, but you know better, you know differently, so let them think they're controlling you. But you're holding the cards, but you got to get up. You got to get moving. You got to start. You got to do it. And I know sometimes that's hard. And you got to be creative. You know, let them think that, you know, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. And, you know, take out the trash, you know, do the dishes, you know, make them think you're doing everything that you can possibly do. If they're wanting you to keep their grades up, go get you a book and actually read it and see if you can't get your grades up. You know, whatever the case may be, if they're trying to control you, they want you to be a doctor, well, kind of show that whatever you're interested in is not doctrine. Like, you're gonna puke if somebody pukes with, you're gonna puke right with them, you know. Nor, you know, and it takes a lot to be a doctor, a lot of money, a lot of patience, because you've got to learn a lot of stuff, man. And sometimes people aren't just, can't cut it, and it's okay. Not everybody's meant to be a doctor, or we all would be a doctor, right? Or, you know, show them that you're at least trying to learn herbology, alchemy. You're trying to learn herbs. You're trying to learn holistic stuff, you know, on how to heal the mind, how to heal the body naturally. Because I have a feeling that these pharmaceuticals are just being crazy and going up and down, and mostly up. But, you know, you got to find different ways to heal the body. So, you know, let them see you're trying. Like, you know, I hate to say manipulate the situation, but you're going to have to think. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to start. You're going to have to show them that for you, this is the best thing for you. And if it means to be without them, then so be it. It's without them. But sometimes you got to do what people want you to do, you know, to a certain extent. But we all got to be strong, and you definitely have to be strong. So stand up, think of what you want to do, and go for it. Do not be the lazy Lucy here. Be, sorry Lucy's out there who are not lazy. They're lovely Lucy's. Anyway, don't be lazy. Get up. I don't care if you're tired. Get up. Think of a way to get out of somebody's control. Basically, that's it. So, with all that being said, y'all stay mystical. I'm out of here.